What a great clickbaity title to be in our codex. The drug
Like
colloquially
everything from Philip DeFranco.
dumb fuck is bad, okay? The drug
It's like
colloquially
it was named by anti-drug organizations before it became popular.
the drug colloquially known as dumb fuck was originally designed as an all-in-one fertility treatment for couples having trouble conceiving by Xenogen Biotech. It was designed to rebalance hormones of males, females, and hermaphrodites to promote, and the 50 other genders, to promote a stronger sex drive as well as slightly enhancing the reproductive capabilities of each. During initial trials, it was discovered that the drug and microsurgeon cocktail had a number of unintended side effects that brought about the cessation of all research into it. The first test subjects reported an increase in sensitivity and drive as expected. Clinical tests also showed an uptick in fertility and virility well within expected bounds. What wasn't within expected bounds were the subjects' extreme reactions to undergoing an orgasm. The altered body chemistry and drugs combined to set off a cascade of neural activity upon climax. Let's see. Okay, the end result of these linkages was a confirmed loss of intellect and an increase in libido and sexual pleasure, roughly 1 IQ point per orgasm.
In other words, a nightmare for someone like me. Just the opposite of what I want for society. Like a bunch of horny fucking dipshits running around.
So we have 8 intelligence. We have 8 orgasms to just brain death. If we take that.
Well,
and maybe.
If you start with average IQ supposedly of 100, then I don't know how far. I mean, there's some pretty dumb people, and it's like this. You'd think the jokes would just write themselves. If I was
I was looking
like
at the core stats.
If I was David Spade and I made celebrity jokes all the time, I could write a brilliant joke about this. Like, okay, well, after 5, you're at you're like at Kardashian level, and then after another 5, but I'm not really. I don't keep up with it.
It's funny you said Kardashian, and my first thought was Kanye West. That's
you have to have a lot more orgasms to get to Kanye territory. But I could just imagine if this is a South Park thing or here's a chart showing this, the topical humor and whatnot. It's like, if you had. I don't know, if you had 50 orgasms, if you had an IQ of 50, I think you'd be pretty special at that point. And yeah, if you had 100 orgasms, you would basically be utterly non-functional.
Well, I was just looking at our core stats. If our intelligence is at 8, and I'm wondering if it's like a literal thing, like you lose 1 intelligence point.
I'm sure that it will translate into a mechanic, but we won't lose 1. I mean, it's okay. When it says IQ point per orgasm, I think it's talking about actual real world IQ.
Oh well, then let's just take 1 and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think we'll lose 1 intelligence stat. Okay, so what was it? Was it? It was dumb fuck. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's get some dumb fuck and take it.
Let's buy some dumb fuck.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Yeah. Purple dumb fuck pill. It stows away quite easily, so let's down the hatch, inventory, dumb fuck. Okay.
Absolutely.
The simple pill looks so innocuous, yet it supposedly has the power to turn anyone who buys into a sex-crazed breeder. It will dim your intellect and enhance your libido permanently, potentially to such a degree you won't even care to bother chasing your inheritance anymore. If you do take it, every orgasm for the next 24 hours is going to make you dumber and hornier. You have to be careful to control yourself. Do you take this? They call it, you usually need a trip sitter before you have something this bad. I learned that from someone who was really into drugs. I was talking about drugs.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna.
I was talking about drugs with someone, and I said, look, I don't do them, and they're like, oh, what are you, some holier than thou, straight edge, whatever. And I'm like, look, no, it's just I've seen the crazy shit that people pull when they're on some of the harder drugs, and I don't see the appeal of being the person who does it. And then I talked about some of the weirder things that can happen, and he's like, well, yeah, that's why when you take acid or something, you use, or certain cocktails of drugs, you have a trip sitter. And I thought, designated driver is bad enough, but who the fuck volunteers for that? Who's responsible?
I'm going to speak as a fucking professional here. When it comes to LSD, never had one, never needed one. What's
you'd be fine.
Of that? By the way, a trip sitter, what are they going to do? Like if I go, for example, let's go to the Jewish graveyard and dance. What are they going to do? Go, well, that's a terrible idea. And you're just going to go, no, it's not. It's an amazing idea, and I'm going. Like, I mean, what the fuck are they going to do? Beat the shit out of you?
Who would volunteer to be a trip sitter?
Right.
What kind of compensation do they get, if any? And who would volunteer for that who could be reliable enough? It's like, okay, here we go. I mean, it's like some guy. I can just imagine like a Mr. Rogers looking kind of guy saying, "Okay, here we go. I've got, I'm ready. I'm gonna stay here sober. I'm just gonna, watch the TV while you get your, your LSD on." I mean, who the fuck?
The only thing I can imagine the purpose would be is that it's in case you do something unsafe.
Yeah.
Right. You start. That's the only. Which, by the way, in my experience, it's never happened. I've never gone to the point where, you know what would be a great idea? I'm just going to start cutting my finger off. No, it's never happened.
No, I've done acid a few times. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's definitely for me. I've done it quite a few times.
You get like sort of euphoric. Shit gets weird when you're looking at it. Things get all bendy and shit.
It's more about perspective than anything for me. At least it just alters your perspective to a degree where, to a degree, you can't explain to somebody that's not done acid. It's just one of those things.
Like the next day, like you see the world completely different.
It's weird as fuck that way. It really is. But
it's great. I think it's a positive experience for most people.
I think so. But the other thing is, I've never been the guy that like all right. So Noja goes, I don't do the drugs. I've seen this and that, and I don't want to do it. I've never understood the people that got freaked out by that and that were like, what do you mean? What the fuck? What are you, some kind of blood? And I'm like, anytime somebody's like, I don't do drugs, I'm like, all right, good.
I think. Oh yeah, don't do them. Yeah, if you don't want to do them, don't do them.
Right? Who gives a fuck? What difference does it make? It might be like the only thing I might say is it's fun. It's like the dude that doesn't want to ride a roller coaster or eat at the same restaurant you do. I handle that the exact same way. It's like, have you tried this burger? It's delicious. Nah, I'm not into it. Are you sure? Yep. Okay.
The only cautionary I would give with hallucinogen type things like shrooms and LSD and what's the one the peyote. If you're really not comfortable in your own head, you probably shouldn't do them without somebody to watch you.
Yeah, definitely. You got to be like in a kind of positive place.
Yeah, if you're like really depressed or you're really like you have anxiety a lot all the time, it might not be the best choice.
I would say that's a no-go for sure. Yeah, I have always told people that, like, if you're in a positive place mentally, and then you're good to go.
Although, from what I've heard, small amounts of Molly can actually really help people with anxiety and depression.
Yeah, we're talking like as opposed to recreational use, much smaller than what's commonly used.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Much
micro doses.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Now that we've turned this into a drug game,
we've been all over the place. This will happen. Yeah. Take it now that we know that space mullet is super stable psychologically. You can definitely take it. Dumb fuck.
All right, take it. Okay, down the hatch. You pop it on in and swallow. It actually feels like it fizzes a little in your tummy, but you don't feel any different, not yet. Wiping a bead of nervous sweat from your brow. You wonder how you'll know when it's working. Maybe checking and sign your plane briefs or look at your twat is a good idea, just to make sure you aren't suddenly super horny. Nope, normal. You have a sign, have a seat. Just how long does this stuff have to take an effect? I wonder how many people have asked themselves that over the ages. So how long till this stuff starts working?
A whole lot, and then the next thing you know, they're doing something insane, and they're like, I think it's working now.
First time I took LSD, it took like 4 hours to kick.
Really? Oh, shit.
It was a weird situation.
Fuck yeah, I've never heard of that. Like,
the thing is, I imagine in that situation you got to be patient. You can't be like the person who's like eating hot peppers for the first time. Like hot peppers with a really slow. Oh, this is nothing, or and then it's just suddenly.
Well, 4 hours is like 4 hours is pretty uncommon. Like for me, average it was half an hour somewhere in there, half an hour 40 minutes before.
I have a pretty high resistance to anesthesia and pain medications.
Okay.
So I think it has something to do with my system just doesn't do chemicals real good. It did fight them off real good or something.
That kind of sucks because you think you got burned, and then like 4 hours later, You start.
Oh yeah, I thought the guy just sold me Altoids.
Right.
Like, God damn it.
Okay, so perk gained, drug fucked. Minimum libido raised to 40. Minimum lust rating increased to 10. Future libido gains doubled. Future intelligence gains halved.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
And we did lose 1 point, but it's in red, so I think it's temporary.
Yeah,
But
I think it's going to depend on if we get banged or we bang somebody.
And there's almost a full 24 hours. All right, so there you go. Now you're high on drugs. You're high on life. Should we?
And the
do we have anything
intelligence
else to do
did
here
drop.
with Dr. Badgers.
No, let's take off and go find a place to fight.
Okay, there's.
Yeah, now that we're dumber, let's kick somebody's ass.
Okay, so I actually know this planet a little bit. Do you want me to just take you right to where the fighting is?
Oh hell yes.
Okay, so west.
We got our dumb fuck. Let's go fight.
Okay, south.
It's like the Wild West.
Okay, so with every step you take out on this gangplank, all right, so surface of Tarkus. Here we go. You're standing in the middle of the famed rust fields. Reddish flakes blow by your feet. And, okay, so this is a starship, actually, that they've converted into a city that we were just in. So, let's, you can go west, south, or you can see the little mini-map, right?
Yeah, let's head south.
Okay. South. Giant orange egg, like a giant orange egg. Okay. Yes, there's just some flavor text. There's okay, so yeah, to the east there's some obstruction. It describes here.
Oh, let's go to the pile of shattered robots. That sounds entertaining.
West. Okay.
Yeah, west. Sorry.
Okay, and there's flavor text. Oh, a rascal female approaches. The rascal mechanic leans on a wrench. An off-worlder, huh? Let's see. The rascal are a race obsessed with fixing technology and breeding in equal measure. They are generally a very friendly race, but some are more than happy to turn to violence to secure a mate. Okay, says, that's too bad. Since you're trespassing, you're going to have to pay 100 credit fee. If you don't pay, I'll find another way to take it out of you.
Can we shoot it?
She says, I'd rather just play with you, but we need the money. Do you pay the little alien or fighter or get a little something for your credits?
Well, we just took the dumb fucks. We probably don't want to do that. Yeah, I say fight.
All right, fight.
We want the experience anyway, so.
Yeah.
Let's do the special with the flash grenade first.
Yeah. Oh, and because you also have disarm and grenades. The grenades were gone because they're a lethal weapon. You couldn't use it on New Texas, and the disarm shot wasn't usable because for the same reason, and also the creatures didn't use weapons anyway, so you couldn't disarm. So now you have flash grenades, disarm shot, and grenades as specials.
Let's start with the flash grenade. That's probably the best place to begin.
Rascal is blind. Okay, she did move first, and she hit you with the. Oh no, excuse me. We hit first. Okay, so her hit rate's pretty high. Even blinded, she still lands some attacks.
And then let's shoot the bitch.
Attack or
our shooting is better because our reflexes and aim.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Shoot. That 29 shields down with that. That was a pretty good hit.
Oh yeah.
Shoot again.
Yep. Shoot again.
I like the enemy status in this. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So with that new rifle, the shooting is pretty overpowered. So our shields are completely down, but there's no way she's gonna survive. Yeah, she's gone. Victory. You aren't turned on enough to engage in coitus with the alien babe.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so we win all around.
Yeah.
We don't get dumber by fucking, and we get experience.
How much XP does it say? You knock the resistance out. Okay. 921 experience. It seems like a lot compared to the XP levels, but I mean it's adjusted. Like.
So does that XP like bar go all the way beyond the number, like all the way to the end of there?
Yeah, I think it goes up to about the 1 in here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I do remember that it maxes out.
Yeah, it'll tell us though.
We'll know when we're due for another level. And
Okay.
156 credits, and you acquire a food item from her. Probably a transformation item, like in COC.
Yeah, looks like north is an interesting direction from here.
Okay. And she'll
North and west.
pop back up. So yeah, we can definitely deal with these things. Silver object. There's a strange silver glint in a pile of junk, completely out of place with the rusted rubbish surrounding it. Maybe it's something valuable?
Let's find out.
Oh. It looks like a foot or a boot. From what you can see, it doesn't look rusted or even slightly scratched, adding even more to the air of mystery around it. What kind of foot is it? A female foot or a male foot?
Oh, we get to choose?
Yeah.
Female foot.
There you go. It's Schrodinger's foot. You get to decide. It's both female and male, but you get to decide which reality it takes, or which path it, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. On closer examination, it looks like a female foot. The real question is, do you want to dig this thing up and see what it is? Well,
oh, fuck yeah, we came this far.
Right.
we went through the rigmarole of deciding the gender of the foot.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, as you were reading those options, I was having one of those moments where I was like, did I hear him correctly? Like, am I having a fucking stroke, or did he just want us to decide, like, the gender of a foot? Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's surprising, but then when you look back on it, you're like, well, this is that kind of game. I don't understand why I was surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a robot, Best 13. Is that her number or name, or is that she's the 13th in a line of Besses? Since you decide you're not going to get an answer staring at her ass, no matter how perfect it is, you get a good look at the other side. Let's see. She has artificial hair. Okay. So, if cleaned up, this female unit would definitely sell for a pretty galactic credit, or you could keep her for your own use. Either way, she needs to have her batteries recharged, and the quickest way to do that is take her back to your ship.
Yeah, let's do that.
Huh?
We should definitely take her back.
Okay, take to the ship. And that
Absolutely.
moved us back to the ship. Let's see. When you collect, you can see a 5-foot snake appendage. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Let's see. Something shoots out like a snake exploding from a can. It happens so suddenly you fall back on your ass, immediately reaching for a wrench. You see a 5-foot snake-like appendage now protruding from her rear. It dances through the air like a cobra to a flute, apparently searching for something. Now you've got a moment to examine it. Doesn't seem threatening. You notice the head of the prehensile extension is incredibly phallic, of course.
You were just surprised?
While its body is tubular and flexible, the end is long, stiff, and ribbed. The very tip is flared, just like a human member. All in all, the entire process is pretty suggestive. The coupler can't be coincidentally shaped like that way, can it? Okay. You see she's now in charging mode. You leave her for a while and wander the ship. There's no point in hanging around until she's fully restored.
Okay. Hopefully we get raped when we get back on the ship. That'll be fun.
Yeah, are we going to make no effort to restrain her at all, or are we just going to let her hang out till she gets back, till she gets fully restored?
Okay, and greetings, Master. Thank you for purchasing this unit from Joyco, the #1 galactic seller of medical supplies and high-quality assist robots. She sounds pretty happy for someone who was just fished out of a junk pile. Joyco hopes you enjoy your purchase, since your pleasure is our pleasure. Let's see.
Joyco. Nice.
So there's all this. In old Terran movies, this is probably the part where the hero offers the android freedom to show how nice they are. That doesn't sound like you at all.
Oh, hell no.
You could do your civic duty and call up the UGC to hand her in. Okay, so here, keep on ship, sell off, authorities, dump them, release, keep at Tavros. And none of these have tooltips.
I say we keep it on the ship.
All right.
We can always figure out something to do with it later, I assume.
Yeah, that sounds risky. I like it. That's a good decision.
Oh yeah, this is the part of the horror movie where we open the ancient book and just start reading shit.
Right.
Out loud.
Right. language we've never seen before. We just start reciting shit.
Yeah.